is the growth hormones. The scientist Starling, who first coined the term, that is the growth hormone. So the growth hormones, these are the internal factors that is which mainly affecting the growth of the plants. So here the growth hormones, if we see, that is the growth hormones, these are the organic substances which are naturally synthesizing in the plants. Growth hormones are organic substances, and these are the internal factors which are synthesizing in the plants. And these growth hormones which mainly influence on the growth of the plants, which mainly influence on the growth of the plants. So the growth hormones, these are mainly synthesized in the plants naturally. These are known as the phytohormones. These are known as the phytohormones. These are also known as the growth regulators. These are also known as growth regulators. So see, that is the growth hormones. These are of the two types. Growth hormones, these are of the two types. One is the growth promoter and another is the growth inhibitor. Growth promoter and growth inhibitor. So growth promoter means that is which mainly promotes the growth or the support the growth. They promote, these growth promoters, they promote or support the growth. While the growth inhibitors, that is they mainly inhibit the growth. That is they mainly inhibit the growth. That is the growth stops. That is what the growth stops. So these are the growth inhibitors. So growth promoters, which are the growth promoters, that is auxins, gibberellins, GA, cytokinins. These are the three growth promoters. While growth inhibitors, these are ethylene and abscisic acid. These are ethylene and abscisic acid. So here the growth hormones, these are mainly synthesized in the plants naturally. Okay, these are mainly synthesized in the plants naturally. These are known as the phytohormones. So the growth hormones, these are mainly synthesized, and that is which mainly control the growth of the plant. The growth hormones, the function of the growth hormone, first that is it control the growth of the plants. And then next, that is they mainly transport, that is where they are not synthesized. म्हणजे त्यांचं सिंथेसायझिंग साइट एक असेल, एका बाजूला ते कुठेतरी सिंथेसाइज होत असते, तरी ते एका जिथे सिंथेसिस होतात तिथून ते काय होतात, they mainly transport, that is they transport where they are not synthesized. ओके, म्हणजे सिंथेसायझिंग रिजन मधून ते दुसऱ्या रिजन कडे ते काय होतात, सिंथेसाइज होतात, ट्रान्सपोर्ट होतात की ज्या रिजन मध्ये, ज्या साइट मध्ये ते सिंथेसिस होत नाही. Okay, so they transport where they are not synthesized, and then they required very minute quantity. म्हणजे जनरली जर आपण बघितलं तर ग्रोथ हार्मोन्स किंवा ग्रोथ रेग्युलेटर्स हे अगदी कमी प्रमाणात लागतात प्लांट्समध्ये, अगदी मायन्यूट क्वांटिटीमध्ये लागतात. ओके, सो दे रिक्वायर अ व्हेरी मायन्यूट क्वांटिटी and they control the physiological growth. That is in plants, all the phytohormones or the growth hormones, they mainly control the growth, that is the physiological growth of the plant. So that is the scientist Phillips who told that is here the growth hormones, these are mainly transport through the phloem parenchyma. Phillips, who suggests that is the growth hormones, they are mainly transport through the phloem parenchyma. That is the Phillips, scientist Phillips, who suggests that is here the these phytohormones or the growth hormones, these are mainly transported through the tissue, that is the phloem parenchyma in the plants. Okay, so here the growth hormones or these phytohormones, these are mainly known as the growth regulators. If the hormones which are synthesized in the plants naturally, these are known as the phytohormones. These are known as the phytohormones. See, that is here phytohormones. So phytohormones means what? That is, these are synthesized naturally. Phytohormones, these are synthesized naturally in the plants. While here, the growth regulators, these are artificially synthesized. They may be artificially synthesized. That is here the growth regulators. See here, phytohormones are naturally synthesizing growth regulators. Naturally synthesizing. Okay, that is which are synthesized naturally in the plants. While the growth regulators, these are the artificially synthesized. These are the artificially synthesized. So, see, that is here all the phytohormones which are termed as a growth regulators, or all the phytohormones which are termed as the growth regulators. Okay, these are the naturally synthesizing. Phytohormones are naturally synthesizing. Growth hormones are artificially synthesizing. But all the growth regulators are not the phytohormones. All the growth regulators are not the phytohormones. Okay, so that is about the phytohormones and the growth regulators. Okay, phytohormones and growth regulators. Okay, so here the growth hormones, आज आपण फक्त याचं इंट्रोडक्शन बघतोय. डिटेल फायटोहार्मोन्स आपण सगळे हे ऑक्झिन, जिबरलिन, सायटोकायनिन, इथिलीन आणि ऍक्सिन. So auxins, these are mainly growth promoter. So it derived from the word that is the auxin. Word that is the auxin. Auxin word that is means to grow. Auxin means to grow or to increase. Auxin means to increase. That is, this hormone, it mainly helpful for the growth of the plants. Okay, so in plant, that is this hormone which is synthesized, it was mainly the first coined by the scientist. The name is the F.W. Waite. Scientist F.W. Waite, who first discovered the hormone that is the auxin. Okay, and here the scientist H. Smith and Kogel, H. Smith and Kogel, who firstly observed this hormone isolate, that is from the urine of the human being which is suffering from the disease, that is the Pellagra disease. So see, that is the H. Smith and the scientist Kogel who isolate the auxin that is from the urine of the human being, that is which is suffering from the disease, that is the Pellagra disease. Suffering from a disease, that is the Pellagra. So here the first this auxin, it was discovered, that is by the scientist F.W. Waite. That is the first term it is given by the scientist F.W. Waite. In your book there are given many experiments about the discovery of the auxin, that is about the scientist Darwin, then also about the experiment of the Cole, then about the experiment of the F.W. Wendt, and then again Besson and the Gison. So these are some scientists who discovered the auxin. There are many experiments given, but today we only see that is some introduction and the physiological effect of the auxin. Okay, so here in this topic we see that is how the physiological effects of the auxin. So first we see that is about the introduction, and then again we can see about the physiological effect. So here if we see in the plants, that is the auxins, these are mainly synthesized in the apex, that is in the meristematic region. So here in plants, if we see that is here the site of the synthesis of the auxin, see that is it is in the apical meristem. In this apical region here, the auxins are synthesized. In the apical region here, auxins are synthesized, and they are transferred from apex to the base in the stem. In stem, that is here in this stem, they mainly transfer from apex to the base. So here the movement, this movement is known as the polar movement. This movement is known as the polar movement. So here the auxins which are synthesized at the apical portion, that is it mainly synthesized at the root apex or the shoot apex, where the meristematic region is there. And here the movement is polar movement. Means what? That is the polar movement means here the movement of the auxin or any hormone, that is from the morphological apex to the morphological base. Okay, so here is the morphological apex of the shoot portion, and here is the morphological base of the shoot portion. So here the movement is the polar movement. So in case of the stem or the shoot, if we see that in the shoot, here the movement is from apex to the base, that is the movement is the downward. Movement is the downward, so it is the basipital movement. This movement is the basipital movement. If we see in case of the roots, okay, so see that is here is the soil portion and here is the root. Okay, so in the root here is the apex, that is it is the apex of the root, and here is the base of the root. So movement of the auxin, it mainly takes place from morphological apex to the morphological base, that is the polar movement. So here this movement is like this. Okay, so that is from the morphological apex to the morphological base. Root मध्ये बघितलं तर आपल्याला इथं apex आणि हा base असेल. So here movement is from the morphological apex to the base, but in case of the root, that is the movement is the in case of the root, here the movement is acropital. The movement is acropital. See, that is in the stem and also in the root, the movement of the auxin is the polar movement. That is, polar movement means what? The movement is from morphological apex to the morphological base. Here also from morphological apex to the morphological base. But here in the stem or the shoot, here the movement is in downward direction. Movement is in downward direction, that is the auxins, these are synthesized at the apex of the shoot and they move from the apex to the downward. So this movement is the basipetal movement. This movement is the basipetal movement. While here, in case of the root, here the movement is from apex to the base, that is the polar movement, but it is the movement is upward. Okay, so it is the acropetal. This movement is the acropetal. Okay, so here the site of the synthesis, that is where the auxins are synthesized. The auxins, these are mainly synthesized at the apex of the root and also at the apex of the shoot. Okay, and then next that is about the auxins. These are mainly synthesized naturally in the plants, and some auxins are also synthetic auxins, that is these are artificially synthesized. Okay, so next that is about which are the naturally synthesized auxin and which are the artificially synthesized auxin. So naturally synthesizing auxin, naturally synthesizing or auxin, that is which is occur naturally in plants, naturally occurring auxin, it is the IAA, that is the IAA, indole acetic acid. Indole acetic acid, it is the naturally occurring in the plant, which is naturally synthesized, and this mainly synthesized, that is due to the presence of the tryptophan and the zinc. Okay, tryptophan, it is the amino acid. Tryptophan is the amino acid, and zinc elements. Okay, so these are the mainly the precursor. That is, these are the responsible for the synthesis of the IAA, that is the indole acetic acid. Okay, which is naturally synthesized in the plants. So this indole acetic acid or the auxin, it mainly useful, that is for the cell division. So here the primary role of the auxin, what is the primary role of the auxin? Is the cell division. Primary role of the auxin is the cell division. So here it is the naturally occurring, that is the IAA, indole acetic acid. So which are the synthetic auxins? So see here, first naturally occurring auxins, another is the synthetic auxins. Which are the artificially synthesized. These are the IBA, indole butyric acid, and then next another is the NAA, that is the naphthalene acetic acid, naphthalene acetic acid, and third is the 2,4-D, 2,4-D, that is 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid, 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. These are the synthetic auxins. These are the synthetic auxins. Okay, so out of which we have seen, you know, that is about the 2,4-D. म्हणजे बऱ्यापैकी तुम्ही ऐकून असाल की 2,4-D हे जनरली डायकॉट हर्बिसाइड म्हणून यूज केलं जातं, म्हणजे तणनाशक म्हणून हे 2,4-D हे यूज केलं जातं. Okay, so these are the synthetic auxins. Okay, so auxins in which here the naturally occurring is the IAA, indole acetic acid, while the synthetic auxins are IBA, LAA and the 2,4-D. Okay, so it is about some introduction of the auxin. Then next that is about some physiological effects.